Hi, I'm Amber. Welcome to 3 Under 3 from the Clearwater Public Library. Here are 3 books that have been made into a TV show. The Handmaid's Tale. Based on Margaret Atwood's 1985 novel with the same name, The Handmaid's Tale is set in a dystopia after a second American Civil War breaks out, and Gilead establishes itself a new territory with totalitarian rule. Fertile women called handmaids are forced to become childbearing slaves. The show follows June Osborne as she is ripped from her family while trying to escape to Canada and is forced into a life of submission and slavery. While the show is amazing, it is sometimes really dark and not easy to binge watch. If you're like me, after a really heavy episode, you need to give yourself time to process what you've just seen. But that's what makes the show so good. It causes a visceral reaction that keeps you thinking about an episode for days or even weeks. If you love a really good drama, I recommend you check out The Handmaid's Tale. Mindhunter. Mindhunter is a crime thriller based on John E. Douglas's book, Mindhunter, inside the FBI's elite serial crime unit. This show is about a newly formed FBI behavioral science unit in the late 70s that is credited with coining the term serial killer. This team strives to figure out why serial killers do what they do and attempt to form criminal profiles. This way of thinking about criminals and crimes was a first for law enforcement and later became the blueprint for profiling and catching many famous killers. The best part about this show, in my opinion, is the interaction between the cops and the criminals. These FBI agents have to sit down with serial killers like Ed Kemper and Charles Manson to figure out what makes them tick. Mindhunter is a must-see for all true crime fans. Turn. I've talked about this book and audiobook before, so you can tell I really like it. Turn is based on Washington's Spy Ring by Alexander Rose. Known as the Culper Spy Ring from 1776 to 1781, it centers around 4 main characters. These 4 characters were childhood friends. This real-life spy ring is credited with discovering Benedict Arnold as a traitor and for feeding misinformation about Patriot troop movement to the Loyalists, ensuring Washington's victory. Of course, the story is a little more embellished for television, and in real life, there were a lot more characters in play. But it really does chronicle the Revolutionary War very accurately and in an exciting way. It made me want to Google every character in the show to find out more about their real lives and the sacrifice they made for what they believe in. A must-see for history buffs. I recommend Turn. Thank you for watching 3 Under 3 from the Clearwater Public Library. Like and subscribe. See you next time.